So Katharina Redans for the German press agency. A question to both presidents. Do you agree with President Trump that there's no need for a ceasefire and that peace negotiations should begin immediately?
Yeah, you want?
So, I think not the term is so important. Important is, and it matters, what's the effect. And the effect must be stop the killing. That's the most important part. Whether we call it a ceasefire or it's a peace deal, stop the killing. Point number one. Therefore, it is so important to have as soon as possible a trilateral meeting between the President of Ukraine, the President of the United States and of Russia. I think very important is that there are clear timelines to be kept. So it's not the term itself, it's the content that matters.
Thanks so much. I totally agree with Ursula. And you know that from the very beginning, I think it was March when the President of the United States, he proposed ceasefire, like a first element, stopping killing. And we agreed it and we supported him. And I think it was very strong idea, pushing Russia to real negotiations. And now we hear another signals. I think that we have to share it, all this, with details and what Ursula said about and what we talked bilaterally and what we will talk now with all our coalition villains, with all the Europeans. And we have to share all our thoughts with President Trump. We need United States on our side. And I think that President Trump shared that we will need peace, but steps to this peace. We need, right, correct steps to have lasting peace. To stop Putin, it means not to make a pause in this war. Stop and have a lasting peace. Yeah, for all of us. Thank you.
Thanks. Second and last question to Elena. Thanks.
Thank you. I will start in Ukrainian.
Thank you. I will start in Ukrainian, if possible. Alina Abramovich, Radio Svoboda, Ukrainian service. Mr. President, Putin said that he understands that Ukraine needs. Have you already had a conversation with President Trump? Tell us, did he articulate Russia's vision regarding security guarantees for Ukraine, which are acceptable to Russia, right? And what security guarantees are actually acceptable for Ukraine? Are we still talking about troops on the ground, that is, certain troops, or is it Article 5, if you can explain your vision of how this might look? And briefly, just, how is your mood? Is there no concern that everything in the White House might play out the same way as it did on February 28th? Thank you. I'm sorry, if I may also, to the Madam President, another question.
I'm sorry, if I may also to the Madam President, another question.
I think we're good with one because we have a call soon. It's
very quickly. Дякую. Can I answer Ukrainian? Yep. Дякую.
Very quickly. Can I thank you for the question? First of all, I don't know what exactly Putin and President Trump talked about. And I want President Trump to share many details with me, and then with the European leaders. The fact that President Trump mentioned a signal about security guarantees is much more important to me than Putin's opinions. Because Putin won't provide any security guarantees. Security guarantees come from a strong army. Only Ukraine can provide that. The funding for this army can only be provided by Europe, in my opinion. Weapons for this army can come from our domestic production, European production, but there are critical items that are available only in the USA. This, I believe, constitutes security guarantees. Whether they connect, are there corpses in the boarding school? Is there protection like in some other countries in the sky? You know what I mean. Do we have the opportunity to have a modern total number of air defense? These are just questions for now. We want to get an answer to understand what security guarantees are. What you're talking about, it seems to me, are signals from the Russian side that they will not continue to occupy us.
Нас далі окуповувати, але, якщо чесно, це поки що це.
But to be honest, for now, this is words, and at the level of a trilateral meeting, we are ready to talk. As for the White House, I am very positively inclined and in a good sense, in every sense of something. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. President, do you have
apologies. Sorry. If
we go.
you allow me, the presidents have a meeting now. Thank you.
Thank you.